Welcome to Paco the Realtor channel, where I talk about real estate, rents, and other things that can make our life really interesting. Hey guys, this is Paco the Realtor, broker owner of Arch Real Estate, broker, realtor, local expert, storyteller. And today is Ask Paco Sunday. I just got back from Cancun, so I am refreshed, re-energized, and trying to recover from my alcoholism for a week. Just kidding. Actually, I was really good, so I actually can't complain. It was beautiful, but well needed. 7-8 days off actually does definitely do the mind a lot of good. So anyways, guys, hope everybody's good today. I've had quite a few questions, email, text message, and through direct message sent to me, so I wanted to go over them with you guys today. So let's get to it. One of the questions I was asked was regarding, now I forgot the order of it. It really doesn't matter. Okay, one of the questions I was asked about was entry-level home, beginner home versus the perfect home. This was asked by a buyer. And the question was asked regarding should they look for an entry-level home, or should they wait to find the perfect home, which means more money down, more expensive. My feeling is always the same. You're always there's no such thing as a perfect home. Even if you're a millionaire, there's no such thing as a perfect home. There's always something better out there, right? So what you need to do is you need to prioritize. And the way you prioritize is this way. If you're a first-time buyer and you're looking to buy your first house, you buy what you can afford today. You buy an entry-level home. You get your foot in the door. Then that home will build equity over time. Then you sell that one or refinance it and then put a bigger down on your second home or whatever it may be. But finding that perfect first home to me is just an excuse of A, not buying because you're scared, which is okay. Or two, you're going to price yourself out because there's no such thing. You either have the perfect kitchen but the crappy backyard. You either have the right square footage but the house is dated. The only time you can get the perfect home is when maybe you buy a new development and maybe you pay for all the upgrades, which I don't recommend you do, because why would you pay for all the upgrades and finance them over 30 years? That's a conversation for a different day. I'd rather you buy this home standard and then over time fix it yourself without having to finance it over 30 years. Because remember, if you upgrade the home and it costs you an extra $25,000 to upgrade it, they're just putting it on the loan and you're going to finance that over 30 years. Makes no sense. But anyways, entry-level home. Get your foot in the door. Just buy in the right neighborhood. That is the key. Buy in the right neighborhood. The house in the right neighborhood, you can make it your home, A, over time. It's just a house, make it your home. And B, there's no perfect home. So don't get picky. Don't price yourself out. You know how many times people go looking for the perfect home and end up not buying? Or they look at houses that were okay, they didn't buy them, and then, they look at all the houses and they say, Paco, I want to go make an offer on that one. Well, it's already gone. Get your foot in the door. Buy a home. Don't look for the perfect home. It does not exist. It's got to be good enough. The only thing I care about is it being the right neighborhood. Other than that, you do what is best for you. We prioritize. If the kitchen's more important, start there. If the backyard is more important, start there. If the bedrooms are more important, start there. But do not look for the house that has a perfect bedroom, layout, square footage, kitchen, backyard, everything, because you're not going to find it. And if it does exist, there's going to be 20 other people making offers on it. Right, guys? So, entry-level versus perfect home. Always start with the entry-level home. Something you can afford today. Something you can make your home. And know that over time, you will be able to go ahead and upgrade. This is our fifth house. You always upgrade. You're always upgrading and sometimes downgrading, whatever it may be. Some people are downsizing. So there's definitely a lot of things that you have to look at when it comes to that. All right. Another question about the current seller's market. Anything under $400 and about $56,000 is moving pretty quickly. The days on market are a little bit longer, depending on your city. It could average anywhere between 15 to 35 days. But anything below 350 is not lasting, because that's the market. First-time buyers can jump in. FHA can jump in that, right? Anything above, let's say, about $500,000, 475 and above, is taking sitting on the market a lot longer, because FHA cannot buy it. A conventional 3% down can't buy it. You got to come up with the cash difference. Those people have to have cash. They have to have a better FICO. So those houses are definitely taking longer to sell. So just be aware of that. If you have a home that's over $500,000 in the Inland Empire, Riverside, Jurupa Valley, Moreno Valley, parts of Eastville even sometimes, no, it's going to take longer to sell those because of the financing available for them. So when you see a house that's been on the market for 4 months, that doesn't mean it's a crap house. The house could be perfect. It's just there's a less pool of buyers that can buy that. So just be aware of that. The price point, it makes a huge difference. Under 350, most houses are not lasting 21 days or less. They're moving multiple offers. And then as it gets higher, there's a less and less pool of buyers that need more and more money, and therefore you're running into a situation where they're sitting on the market longer. Does that mean that the market is softening? You could say that, but we're still low in inventory. What's up, Freddie? We're still low in inventory. What's up, Manfred? We're still low in inventory, so they're still not building enough. Rates are still, historically, are still great. I mean, we're at 5%. So, I mean, the rates are great still. Long term, you're not going to go wrong on them. But just be aware of that. Higher the price point, the longer they sit on the market, doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the properties. It's just a smaller pool. The cheaper, 350, 375 below, those are selling a lot quicker, because that's FHA buyers can buy those. And what is it? 78% of all home buyers are FHA buyers, so first-time buyers. So just be aware of how that works. All right. So let me see. I talked about that. I talked about the other thing, about entry-level home, and there was one more. What was the other one that was asked of me? Sorry, guys, I can't see what I typed on the screen. Hey, Freddie, help me out here. What was the other thing I put on there that I typed that was asked of me? I just drew a blank and I can't see what I typed. It was entry-level home, seller's market, and then what was the other one? If anybody can help me, I would appreciate it, because I don't have my laptop in front of me. And I can answer that. What was it? It was that, and I can't remember the last one. Can anybody help me? Hey, Heather. Can anybody help me? Anybody? Ferris, Bueller, Ferris, Bueller. I'm buying time. There was 3 things I had on there, and I honestly am drawing a blank on what the other one was that I was asked. Oh, thank you. Single story. Correct. Got it, Freddie. Single story versus 2-story. Okay. One of the questions I was asked is, what's better, single story or 2-story? Well, there's no right or wrong answer. So let me start there. Thanks, Och. Appreciate it, brother. There's more 2 stories. So there's a good chance that the newer homes, that if you're going for a newer home, it's going to be a 2-story. If you're going for an older home, it's going to be a single story. Why is that? Well, it's so expensive for developers to build in the state of California that they have to squeeze as many homes as they can into smaller lots and build up. 2-story, bigger square footage. It wasn't like that before. The 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot single story house that sits on a 7,500 square foot lot is dead. They don't build those anymore because they really don't make money on them. They build a few. It's the 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,000 square foot and above, that sits on a 5,000 square foot lot that people are building. So it's what's happening is the developers are being forced to build a certain way to make money, because it's so expensive to build in the state of California. And that's what's going on. And so when you're asking me single story versus two story, your goals will dictate that. If you're a first time buyer, you're probably looking for, and you're looking for near home, it's probably going to be two story. There is less single story homes. So that means there'll be more competition for them. I can tell you for a fact that I have a few people downsizing that are going from a two story to a single story because they're tired of going up and down the stairs. I have a two story, I'm okay with it. When I get older, will I want a single story? Probably. But single stories, if you could find a single story, then, more power to you. But the reality is there's, twice as many single stories as there is double two stories as there is single stories. So, your goals dictate it. If you are 65 and you're buying, you probably don't want the two story, you want the single story, but be prepared for less inventory, more competition. Less houses on the market or single story. If you're younger, then you can afford to go with a two story. And that's the way that works, guys. So I hope that makes sense. As always, if you have a question, send it, text message, email it, instant message me through social media, whatever, messenger, and I will answer them. I am back. I took a break from video and a few things to kind of recharge the batteries. So you'll be seeing a lot more video now and a lot more content that we're working on. We've been working on for a while, but like I said, I took a little break. I hope you guys like it. So anyways, guys, as always, this is Paco the Realtor, broker, owner of RX Real Estate, realtor, local expert, storyteller. I will talk to you guys later, mis amigos. Adios. Hey, thank you so much for watching our videos. I appreciate it. If you really like the content, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. We'll be putting out a lot of content on a weekly basis, which will be real estate related and a lot of stuff of just me ranting. So thank you. Remember, subscribe.